Here's the thing. There's a common refrain said by those responsible for organizational change: we need to break down the silos. That is a load of absolute rubbish. You cannot break down silos. Now, that's not strictly speaking true. You can break down existing silos, but new silos will form almost immediately. Humans form communities. It is a fundamental trait of our species. We form physical communities around the spaces we live in, social communities with those we click with, and ideological communities around those with common views, whether that's around politics, sport, or our favorite TV show. And these communities form organically, even at work, usually with the people we work with most often. At work, we call these communities silos. When talking about communities, there are two important factors you have to be aware of. First, there is a size limit. Research on non-human primates by British anthropologist Robin Dunbar found that there is a cognitive limit to the number of stable social relationships in a group, between 100 and 230, usually rounded to 150, which is often called Dunbar's number. This is an actual physical limitation of our monkey brain. While Dunbar himself states that this number is only indicative with a high degree of variation, regardless of the number, beyond a certain point, communities naturally split. The second factor to understand is that an unintended but natural consequence of communities is the emergence of us versus them thinking. The idea that those not in your community are them, at best, an other, at worst, an enemy working against us. Now, while there are good evolutionary reasons for this, it is very damaging, which I'll explore in another video. But here's the thing. In many organizations, it is actually important to break down silos at work. Why? Because most organic silos have formed around the organizational structure, which, if you remember from a previous video, is not designed to optimize for customer outcomes or the creation of value. And so, the natural size limit and the us versus them nature of silos causes tensions and conflict, which interferes with the need to collaboratively deliver value. So if these silos need to be broken down, but silos will always naturally form, the role of those responsible for organizational change changes. Silos need to be deliberately designed, often through organizational structure, to be constructive to the purpose of the organization and to the needs of the customer.